Running back Nyheim Hines, good enough to join us here on the Maggie and Perloff Show. Nyheim, thank you so much for the time today. And, of course, on behalf of Muscular Dystrophy Association, your national spokesperson, we'll get to that in a moment. I mean, we just played that highlight. Does that take you back to the moment?
Yeah, it takes me back to, honestly, one of the best days of my life. Thank you guys for having me on, and thank you for replaying those great memories. And it was a special day for myself and even a better day for DeMar that we can, uplift our community.
I mean, watching DeMar at the Super Bowl, being an honored guest out there before the game kicks off, I mean, just seeing him up and around, what does that mean to you as a teammate?
It was great to see him. Even seeing the stuff on social media that he was a clone, that kind of hurt me, knowing that, my teammate and my brother was out there every day. But it was great to see him. He's been in great spirits. And honestly, the best thing is just knowing that he united this world and showed this world, that not only football is a sport, it's a brotherhood, and that, we should be very, very thankful for what we have.
Nyheim, so last time we talked to you, you were with the Colts. I don't know if you know, my co-host Maggie Gray is one of the biggest diehard Buffalo Bills fans.
I thought we weren't going to tell him.
So I limited her. I limited her the number of Bills questions she could ask.
I've got 5 more. Go ahead.
Yeah, but we do want to ask about the loss to the Bengals. Maggie wants to ask, why was it so hard it seemed harder for the Bills to get footing than Cincinnati on that snowy day?
Truthfully, I think it was just, we had a lot of emotion. But truthfully, honestly, when it comes to playoff football, you have to play good. You have to play your best ball, and that matters. And we didn't. I don't think it was really just – I don't think it had anything to do with the footing. I think it was really, honestly, we just did not show up to play.
You know what, Nyheim, we really want to hear you as clear as possible. The phone line is breaking up a little bit. Let's try to reconnect with you because I don't want to have the distraction of a bad phone line when we've got someone who's as gracious enough as Nyheim. Come on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll try to reconnect with him, and maybe we'll get a little bit better. Wait, Perloff, you can't just go right into that. I got another question for him before we get to Cincinnati. Okay, Nyheim, you're back with us.
Yes, honestly, with Cincinnati, we just didn't show up to play. When it comes down to when it comes to playoff football, you have to play your best ball when it matters, and we did not. It really had nothing to do with the snow. It was just we didn't show up to play.
Is there a reason why, Nyheim? I mean, can you blame it on, or not blame it, but point to the, emotions of what happened with Damar Hamlin, just how much the team had been through since that day in Cincinnati?
Honestly, I can't really say it's emotion. I could say we were drained and all those, but those are just excuses. We didn't show up to play. The Bengals were the better team that day, and that's really just how I look at it, and that's how we looked at it. They just beat us that day, and we did not play well enough to win.
Nyheim Hines is a Muscular Dystrophy Association national spokesperson. He's got a personal connection to this incredible cause. We'll get to that in just a moment. I know that you were traded before Jeff Saturday took over for the Indianapolis Colts, Nyheim, but you were with the Indy for many, many years. Did you have any clue that Jim Irsay and Jeff Saturday were still that close, that Saturday would even be an outside-the-box candidate to be head coach?
No, I did not know that, but, the Colts, they're a very, very great organization. I love the organization and thank for all they've done. And those guys hold weight there, and I believe Jeff's a great leader. He's going to hold the guys accountable. And all those guys, Reggie, I've seen Peyton, I've seen all those guys come back at my time. It's amazing to see those great players even take time to talk to me. Even when I was in the building, Jeff would be there as an analyst and take time to speak to me. So I think he's a great guy, a great leader. I'm not sure what's going on with them, but I know that Jim Irsay's going to do the best for that organization.
Well, they decided to go with Shane Steichen, who's the offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles, and we're not sure what's going to go on with Jeff Saturday. But, it's interesting. I think we're all watching the Super Bowl, Nyheim, and we're watching Isaiah Pacheco if you're going over to the Chiefs side of things. I mean, how do you explain, as a fellow running back, how do you explain a 7th-round rookie coming in and having the type of playoffs and Super Bowl that he had?
It's amazing. He's a rookie this year. I've watched his game. I respect his game a lot. I even got to talk to him when I played him in Indy. It's amazing just to see what he can do, and that's really what it is with the NFL. Doesn't matter where you're drafted. You make the most of your opportunity, and when it counted, he balled out. He played well, and he's made himself a household name. So I'm proud of Isaiah and just happy to see him be a Super Bowl champion and be the best player he can be.
Okay, tell us about the Muscular Dystrophy Association. This is a really crucial time for this organization because they're having their largest St. Patrick's Day fundraising campaign of the year. It's happening throughout February and March. Nyheim, tell us about it.
Well, yes, like you said, it's first off the biggest St. Patrick's Day fundraiser event, and really it's the MDA Shamrocks. It's super, super easy. Really, throughout February and March, there are retailers participating in our event. You can go on .com, MDA.org. to figure it out. But really, with Shamrocks, you really go to a local retailer. They ask you to donate or round up, and you get a Shamrock. And in exchange for your donation, we give you a Shamrock, and it's pinned up. And it's super easy. I've done it myself. I was actually at a local retailer. They're everywhere for you to see. So if you go on MDA.org, you can educate yourself more on that and help us raise awareness and give hope to these families with neuromuscular diseases.
And you know this because you've had 3 family members who've been touched by muscular dystrophy?
Yes. My mother, actually, even before then, the generation before my grandmother had it, my grandmother and my mom's mom passed away from it in 2004, and my mother and uncle are also living with it in Raleigh, North Carolina. So it's been great to have the platform that I have in the NFL to meet families that I couldn't without this platform, because before then I was alone. I had nobody to talk to or know what it's even like to deal with somebody with these diseases. So it's super clear, it's super near and dear to my heart. And to find out more and figure out how you're affected by it, because ALS is one of those types of 40 diseases of muscular dystrophy, you can go to MDA.org.
And for the Shamrocks, MDA.org/Shamrocks, and that's where you can go to donate to this incredible cause. Nyheim, we know you've dedicated a good portion of your life to raising awareness for muscular dystrophy, and we respect the hell out of it. Thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I hope to be back on soon.
Definitely. Thanks to Nyheim Hines.